Hello everyone, welcome to the IS127 recording for week 7. This is the final recording for this class. The week 7 discussion is due Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. What advantages do web page authoring tools offer over hand coding your pages? These tools provide HTML views too. Why do you think this is the case, and do you think it is necessary? Reply to 3 others by Sunday. Do not forget your APA reference and in-text citation. Be aware that there is a discussion for week 8. It is due on Tuesday since week 8 is only a partial week. Please do not post to the discussion for week 8 until Monday so you can get your participation for that week. The week 7 assignment, you're to complete the Analyze, Correct, Improve, Correcting and Improving Website Content. You're going to open the Analyze 12 HTML and you're going to, modify the content at the top of the page with your name and today's date. Also add a title. If you don't do that, then you will get an error, because you see here it just has title. When you go to validate your files, you will get an error, so make sure you add a title in between those two. Then you're going to go to the CSS file and you're going to modify the comment, add your name and today's date. And then you're going to, and this one, don't forget to add the link. I'm not sure it even has the link in there, so you need to make sure it goes to the correct style sheet. Usually it just says styles.css and it won't work, so make sure you correct that. Then you're going to go to the HTML in your browser and test the hyperlinks. Note which hyperlinks do not work, and then return to the HTML in your editor. So here are the links, and you'll see that the difference between this link and this link won't take you anywhere. You need actual link, and that's what this one is. So you need to correct those links and make sure that they work. You're going to add a paragraph element to the footer that contains your first name, your first and last name. You're going to add 3 more HTML resources to the unordered list and include links for each. So originally you see there's only 4 of them, and it wants you to add 3 more. So you'll have to just look those up and add the link and make sure they work. Then you're going to update the CSS file to be consistent with figure 1223. Make sure you update the link to your HTML file. So that was just a reminder. So if you go through background color to the header element, so I'm giving you a partial code here, and then you're going to add color to H1 and center it, H1. Then you're going to add to the main. So here we have the main. You're going to do all these things for the main. Then you're going to add padding to the unordered list. So here we have the main unordered list. And then in the footer you're going to add a margin top. Then you're going to validate your CSS file, and you're going to validate your HTML file and fix any errors that you have with either one. Zip your files together and submit the zipped file. We do have a final project. It's also due on Sunday. You're to complete in the labs, Lab 1, New Harvest Updating and Improving the Food Bank Website. So you're going to open the Lab 1 folder and update the comment. You're going to the index document in your Lab 1 folder, and update the comment to include today's date and your name. So whatever day you're working on, I don't really care about the date, but you do need to put a date in there. So you could either put the date you're working on it or the date that it's due. Remove the autoplay attribute from the video element. So this is the video element, and this is the autoplay it's talking about. Then you're going to add the poster attribute to the video element and use image logo.jpg as the value. So look for page HTML 541 for the correct code. It's somewhere around that page. Then you're going to move the div class video element to the div class desktop element. So this is kind of, I don't know if you can see that, this is showing how it looked before it was in the main, and you will move it to the desktop element. Then you're going to add an H3 element below the first paragraph element within the mobile. So we're in the mobile, and you're going to add immediate pantry needs as text and above the H3 that is already there. So you already have an H3, so that's what you're going to add there. Create an unordered list below the H3 element with the following 4 items: canned vegetables, stuffing mix, instant potatoes, and cereal. So it's above the H3, below the H3, I'm sorry. And then, because this was the immediate pantry needs that we just put in, and then you have your unordered list. Then you're going to open the FB Styles style sheet in your text editor and create a new comment style rule above the media queries. So this is for the tablet view, and then style rule for H1 and H3. And then you're going to update the main style rule with the desktop media query by adding a background color property. So this is the main. I think it's really hard to see, I'm sorry. And then you're going to update the section style rule within the desktop media query by adding background color property with transparent as the value. So then you have your section. So what I'm showing you is what it was and what you added. That's what this, I forgot I did that. So before and after, each of these are before and after. Okay, then update the table style rule within the desktop media query by adding a background color. So here we have before, and then we have the after. Validate both of your files. Zip all the files together, even the ones that you didn't use. I want to see all of the files and all the folders, so that when I open your index file, everything is there that you need. And then you're going to submit the zipped folder. And that will be your final project. So that's all I have for this week. If you have any questions, please let me know.